G'day, mate. Welcome to the Life and a Bookshelf podcast with Beck Mills. This is the place to hang out if you are a lover of conversation, connection, random musings, all about life after 30 years of age, including motherhood, books, reading, learning, growing. If you are into personal development, and also making a really positive impact in your own life, the people around you, and also your wider community, then you are in absolutely the right spot. I hope you enjoy today's episode. Hey, how are you? I just wanted to jump on really quick today and give a mini book review. I've just finished Unfuck Yourself by Gary John Bishop. And whoa. I read the Audible, and this was an extremely powerful book, I guess, in the category of personal development. And I'm going to give you a few reasons why I think it's one of the most powerful books, not only in that category, but all categories I've read recently. And a little bit about what it's about if you have maybe had it on your wish list or on your to read list for a little while. But I started reading this book, I think it was on my Audible wish list for ages, and like your credit comes up every month, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's really calling to me. So little did I know that it was going to be unlike any other book I've read in the recent years in the personal development category, and also little did I know that it was really going to hit me at a soul level as it did. And I think I started reading it one morning. It's also really short. It's like under 3 hours, which for an audiobook is very short, I guess, for a book as well, right? And I started reading it one morning, and then I think it was the next day, and I finished reading it at the gym, and listening to it at the gym. And I hardly ever listen to audiobooks when I'm at the gym. It's more a music playlist. And it was like kind of one of those can't put it down. I can't stop listening. And for a personal development book, that's, for me is a little unusual. Usually they're more kind of slower paced. This one was in your face. It was no BS. It was no fluff at all. And it was just like straight to the point, hit the nail on the head, like so straight into my soul. I feel like it did anyway. And it was just like bang, like tough love. Here it comes. It was really good. I'm just going to read you a little bit of description if you've never heard of this book. So it says it's the handbook for the resigned and defeated, a manifesto for real life change and unleashing your true potential. And I was like, okay, it sounds okay. And then it said, have you ever felt like a hamster on a wheel, furiously turning your way through life, but somehow going nowhere? Like the happiness you seek, the relationship you crave, and the career you've always wanted are constantly out of reach. If the answer to these questions is yes, then you are the victim of your own self-doubt. And now is the time for you to unfuck yourself. And I was like, yeah. Yep. So I was like, okay, yeah, this sounds pretty good. And, self-doubt is something that we all feel, whether it's all the time, sometimes, some stage in our life, or right now. And I think it's just a very universal theme. And I've read lots of books on this topic, so I was kind of like not really expecting it to be much different. And I thought maybe they'll have some of the same stuff. Ooh, how wrong was I? As I kept listening, I was just like, okay, this is going to be different. It was so in your face and so to the point. And it just cut through so much fluff, I think, from the other books. And it just got directly to what was going on and talked a lot about practical out loud solutions, like speaking solutions, like talking, voicing your opinion, voicing your thoughts and that kind of thing. And that's something I'm actively working on with the podcast. We're all a work in progress. And it says also in the description, this is not your usual self-help book. This is a blunt force trauma to the way you think life has to be for you. And it certainly was that, my friends. It lives up to its description. That's what I feel like. It was like bang in your face. Like, and being less than 3 hours, being quite a short audiobook, I kind of feel like I'm still processing it all in some way, which I think is a good thing. But I feel like I want to go back and listen again, which, is not always the way I feel after personal development books. Sometimes I feel like I have to struggle a bit through some personal development books, but this one, holy moly, I love how the book is sectioned out, like with the chapters, I guess, that they are essentially affirmations. So the books are sectioned out essentially into affirmations, and then it goes deep dive into those topics. Assertions, they call them in the description here. So I'm just going to read them to you and just sit with it and see what it brings up for you. I often find it hard to remember like what's happened in the book, especially with audiobooks. Like I'm like, oh, what was that about? What chapter was that? This one, no problem remembering, because the chapters are affirmations, and I feel like I can remember everything he talked about. So I don't know, this is just the way my brain works. Not sure. I'd love to hear from you if you've read it, how you found it. So the chapters or the sections are: I am willing, I am wired to win, I got this, I embrace the uncertainty, I am not my thoughts, I am relentless, I expect nothing and accept everything. And I thought that was really, really cool. Just the way you sectioned it out. Sorry, the one that says I am not my thoughts, it's also I am not my thoughts, I am what I do. That chapter, very, very, very powerful. Very powerful. So much about, our thoughts creating our life, but the way that he explains it and goes about it is insanely helpful. So yeah, if you can't tell already, I actually really loved it. It also says it's designed to give you an authentic leg up, one that feels genuine and right for you and can propel you to new levels of greatness. It will teach you not to look to the outside world for answers, but inside yourself. And I think that's one of the most powerful things that the book does in each of those sections, or those affirmations. It's stop, let's look inside what is going on here. And it really forced me to stop and think, and it's really stayed with me. I think I finished it last week. Well, I say just finished it, like last week. But I just remembered something from the book and how it was playing out, and I was like, oh, I need to talk about this with you guys. So yeah, get used to that. That's going to happen a fair bit. It says you'll learn to take full responsibility for your life, the highs, lows, and you'll actually feel good about it. No, in fact, you'll feel F-U-C-K and great about it. So it is, I feel like at times it's tongue-in-cheek. I feel like it's not for the faint-hearted. It will trigger some stuff for you, and you might go, oh, I don't do that, or I'm not like that. But then I was like, oh yeah, I do that. Tell me what to do. So yeah, I just really loved that it was like punchy, to the point, in my face. I couldn't ignore it. I couldn't put it down. Still processing it in lots of ways, and I do want to read it again just to solidify some more of those ideas. So really, really helpful. This is going to be short and sweet. I would love to know, you can DM me over on Instagram, the podcast page, which is at Life and a Bookshelf podcast, all one word, all lowercase. DM me there. Let me know, have you read Unfuck Yourself by Gary John Bishop? What did you love about it, or did you hate it? I would love to hear it. And if it's on your to-read list, let me know. This one had been on my list for a while. And I guess probably when I saw it was at the time when there were so many books coming out, because I don't know about you guys, get the emails from Audible with their like top picks or whatever, and they know that I clearly read a lot of self-improvement books, so they just send me lots. But like there was the subtle art of not giving an F-U-C-K, and there was like everything is F-U-C-K, Mark Manson books, and there was a lot of books coming out with profanities in the title, and I think it just kind of got a bit lost in all of that in some ways. So I'm really glad that I rediscovered it, I guess, in my wish list. And I gave it a go because it's been that powerful. I would give it probably my number one at this stage, my number one book read for 2023. Absolutely adored it. So yeah, do let me know. It's on my, I've rated it up on my Goodreads. I'll try and link that below actually if you want to check out like what I'm reading currently, which books I've read recently and rated. There's a lot. There's quite a few on there that I'm currently reading. And yes, I have got books on the go. I probably like 6. I don't know about you, but I used to be firmly, let me know, I used to be firmly in the camp of, all right, one book at a time, start to finish, otherwise I'm going to get muddled, I'm going to get confused, and I don't want to get confused with all this information. But when I started reading more in this self-improvement, personal development, I guess, category, I started just giving myself permission, I guess, to start books, finish books, start another book, not finish a book, which has been really cool because I've learnt lots and I don't feel like I'm forcing myself anymore to finish something that's not, that I'm not really into, which is always a good thing. So yeah, I feel like there's 2 groups of people in the world. Ones that read one book at a time, start to finish, and other people that read lots of books at the same time. Well, not at the same time. Have lots of books on the go at the same time. Yeah, let me know. Thank you for listening today. I hope you enjoyed that mini book review. I look forward to doing some more. I'm also reading Hidden Potential by Adam Grant, listening on Audible. And it's been really, really good and not what I expected. And as a parent, it's all about talent versus potential and the distance traveled to get to where you want to go. Really, really cool. So I make sure when I'm finished that, I'll do another one of these mini book reviews about it because it's really, really awesome. All right, that's it for today. Take care. Make it an awesome day. You absolutely deserve it. I'll talk soon. Bye. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining. I love connecting with you here. And hey, if you want to be the first to know when a new episode drops, just jump on my newsletter list. The details and the link is below in the show notes for you. I hope you have a wonderful day. You absolutely, absolutely deserve it. Until next time. See ya.